So here we will see the must-have tools for any QA, any SZ we can say, before developing a test automation framework or before diving into the automation testing, right? So this video is if you are a new SZ and eager to write your first test code, then this video is for you. Like starting with the well-planned setup is a key to building a stable, scalable, and maintainable testing framework. So I have done that myself as well. Like started directly with the coding, and then I realized, okay, I should have this tool with me so that it can be a smoother and very easy to start with the scripting. So that is why we will see the system specifications, tools, and configuration that will help us to write a better code from day one itself. And here I will share the few essential tools and configurations needed to begin developing a robust test automation framework with any kind of a tool. Say like, let's say like a WebDriver IO, Playwright, Cypress, any tool, right? And these are designed to help you to write more test, debug more efficiently, and produce a testing framework that will be stable, scalable, and require very less code to maintain. So it will be very helpful. So what we will cover in this video is like the main topic is the machine setup and installing Visual Studio Code for IDE, which we are using currently. And simultaneously, for version control, we will use GitHub account. Like we will create first that GitHub account for version control. And to writing the better code, we will use some extension in the VS Code. Also, we will install browser extensions to make our automation testing journey quite smoother, right? So let's start with the first thing, that is why to start with tools and not write directly the coding first. So as a beginner, you might be tempted like let's jump into the writing your first code test for the testing first script and running the test. But however, starting with the right tool and setup will save you a lot of time as well as a headache down the road, because it is too much time saving if you have a correct tool at the correct time, definitely. So here we will discuss essential tools that every SDET should have in their skill set, right? So first we will start with the machine setup. So in the machine setup, we will set up Node.js, npm, Java, JDK, Visual Studio Code, and Git as well. So if we can see, like first we will see whether which Node version we should install in our uh, uh, machine. So first let's check with the Node.js. So just go to the Node.js website and click on the download button. Here you will see multiple installers. So here we will install Node.js. So always go for the LTS, that is the latest stable version, not the current one. Current one is the latest one, but not the stable one, because they are still developing it or they are still working on it. It is not given the stable tag by the Node.js team itself. So let's say we want to go for the LTS, latest stable and updated one. So this, and for the MacBook, like whatever platform you have, I'm having MacBook, and for we will use NVM for the package manager, right? So here just download the thing, or you can use this pre-built installer. Just download it and it will save in your directory, and just double click it, and it will be just click and go. So here you can see we will check which node version is there. So node -v, and here you can see we are having 20.16 version, which is a bit uh, you know uh, 2 days, I mean 2 weeks back we have updated this. So yeah, currently it is 20.18, but it doesn't make any difference in that. So as you can see, we can download and install node, and we can check node -v to check the version on your PC, right? And if we talk about hardware specification, then yeah, we should have a minimum requirement, like we should have to match the CPU speed and the RAM amount of RAM and drive space and number of monitor on desk. It will help us, like CPU for we can aim like a modern multi-core processor. The faster is the better one, definitely. And for RAM, we can see like 8 GB to 16 GB is recommended for the smoother operation in automation. And for storage, you should have at least 50 GB of free space, preferably SSD in your C drive, or we can say in a MacBook. The free space should be 50 GB, definitely. And multiple monitors will significantly improve productivity, especially when debugging. So it will help us a lot in that thing. Install now VS Code extension. So I have shown, let's see, this is the website from where, like, just go to the Google VS Code and just enter, and you will be landed on a download Visual Studio Code, and just click on the MacBook and Windows where you want to download. Just after clicking, you will able to see that. So we have already installed this VS Code, that you can check here. Here it is. So before entering, we have to uh, like create one repo in our document folder or anywhere, like in the C drive. So I have created already that WDIO version 9. So here you can see it is a blank, so we will have to select. So open this and go to documents, and then in the repo folder, in the WDIO 9, and just open it. So just maximize it, so you can see, able to see, we have that folder. As it is currently, it is a blank folder. So VS Code is already installed, and we have opened our project folder in this WDIO v9. Okay, so that's enough. And now we will install few um, extensions that will be really helpful for us, so that which I can show you that how we can install that. So just go to extension section, enter prettier. So here you can able to see I have already installed it. Just install this extension, and this prettier extension will automatically format your code without the needing any manual typing the tabs and any setup. So it will help you to visually make your code more readable, right? And it will format in that way. And the next extension you will require is git lens. So just write git lens, and here it is. So this is also I have installed. So how it will help you is that whenever you click on any line of the code, you will able to see who is the last person have edited and when it is edited. So in this way, it will give us a proper tracked code, and it will track our complete project and all the activities in it, right? And the third thing we can install is ESLint. Here it is. So ES stands for ECMAScript, and which is the code standard for JavaScript. And so what ESLint identifies the reports code patterns in TypeScript project to promote consistency and prevent bugs. So now let's go with the installing Chrome extension. So for Chrome extension, I have already opened the thing. Like first, we have to install Selector Hub, which allows us to create robust locators of elements in Chrome, Edge, and any Chromium-based browser. While the second one is the cookie editor. So it allows us to clear the cookie cache from the browser front end, and it is really helpful. So by using these extensions, it simplifies the task, like building and validating XPath, CSS locator, and handling the cookies without additional code complexity, right? So that's it, guys. Thank you, and do subscribe and like the channel. Bye.